Okay, we got everything going. There. I didn't get any Hina final timeouts yesterday because I didn't play anything off stream, so it's Jover. I had 6 days in a row. So what I'm saying is I'm washed. Hello, Simon. Certified Moses enjoyer. Sinai final top hug. I like getting Sinai top. Ooh, it's like you're just. Unfortunately, unlike the bottom, you can't actually go. It's definitely possible if like you learn the spreads ahead of time, but it's like it's just not quite the room for it. Tragic. Don't say I didn't try it though. I mean, I just survived like a wave. Might have been two. It's possible. It is definitely possible. I don't know how realistic it is. Well, I mean, okay, I should say that. I don't think it's something I want to. I think it's something that requires way too much effort to like learn just for that, where it has no practical use outside of that. Aura farming, yeah, that is. Wait, I gotta do that. I gotta learn to do it so I can do it in the middle of a run. Although I hate to break it, I'm not the most interested in cool guy strats. Although I'm not opposed to them. Like LNN pace, you gotta go for the Divine Virtues timeout, right? reverse cross. See, that's the problem, though. I could see myself on LNN pace doing, like, trying that, but I could not, for the life of me, see that on, like, unless I already have an LNN in this game. Smile. Yeah, I just gotta get the right power level, and then we just cheese the game. Also, are you a sociopath? Because who else just types the word smile? See, like, you gotta use the emoji. It's like... Like, I could play about emojis, but, like, you just sit there and say the word smile. It makes me think that you're incapable of actually expressing emotion, so you have to do... So you have to, like, speak the emotion. I'm on like 6 hours of sleep right now, but I am hyped up on caffeine right now, so... Two wrongs make a right. Damn, 13 seconds. Do you think on those early waves where the bullets are coming out, you can microwave your way between them? I'm now curious. Yeah, I got it. Hold on, I got it. I have to let go. I don't know. Oh, you can micro it. I went too far, but it is microable. Dude, hold. It's a Grace Scorpion SNH. Holy moly, dude, I found the cool guy strat. You thought it was Sinai Top Hug. Nah, I have found the new meta in this game. Okay, there's my timer as well. God, is it? Yeah, imagine having Graves games, dude. SMH, score players, dude. Imagine, bro. Hold on. I gotta get back on. I gotta get back on the new meta though. Hold on. Dude, I found it. I was like, it's silly. It's already bra. How do you mistype late like that? Or are you on mobile and autocorrect somehow screwed you over? It's clearly the most important thing I have to practice. That last was the easy micro. It'd be a funny task. That would be an interesting task, yeah. It's very important we learn this. And not just one way, we gotta do 2 ways. Okay, can I learn to do it while shooting though? Because if I'm gonna pull it out in the middle of the run, you gotta learn to do it while shooting. We're not timing out the middle of a run. This is tiny. Bullets with very small hitboxes. These are definitely one of them. Although the thing about the achy bullets is that it doesn't matter how small they are when there's 500 of them. Dude, do you know how easy the rest of the attack is after you do the micros? Dude, it's unbelievable. This is actually the new meta. Everyone who does runs has to do this. Clearly. God, who knows? Extra stage player, SMH, dude. I think I just gotta be more patient with it sometimes. Because I think the bullets are backloaded with the hitbox. Yeah. Hey, that was too quick. Glad I just had that thought out of nowhere. It's like, I wonder if I could micro between these. It's the worst thing I could have ever found. I got the timeout like 10 minutes ago. I could have moved on. Too quick. I'll move on any minute now. It's just that easy. All in all, it's very bad to learn that. Because now I'm gonna actually, like, think about doing that in runs and potentially wipe because of it and then have to reset. Because now I'm gonna be too obsessed with it. Micro bolts on this spell? They're probably micro bolt. I'm not going to. Don't tempt me, Anakin. There's like a vertical line somewhere. Ooh, like this one's looking kind of vertical. I shouldn't. You have the one. You don't need more. You don't need to make this any worse on yourself. I love the double bullet, dude. It's my favorite mechanic in the entire game. Involves Tori's first spell. I don't need more terrible ideas. Okay. I'm so washed. If there's gonna be a floodgate, I'm gonna be doing that in the middle of runs. It's gonna be terrible. Dude, imagine how hype it's gonna be. Dude, imagine when I get the one miss and the only death is to Hina file because I tried to do the dumbest micro. Yo, how hype that would be. Think of how good the LNN would look, though. Dude, imagine, you get the LNN, boom, you get the sickest micro in there. You gotta flex on them, huh? I got the cooler LNN than you. Oh, you got a basic LNN? Oh, you capped the game? Well, I got these micros. Start doing micro and Hina final. Start doing timeouts of this in the middle of the run. Game over, you final for trying to micro as many waves as you could. No. The problem is, like, only the first 2 or 3 waves are really, like, worthwhile to micro, because after that they split up too much, and there's really no value. The cool guy factor goes away. It's really the first 2, maybe 3. Which Akadia non was the hardest? I think it's the rim job one. Blue? Aren't there multiple nons that are blue, though? That shoot blue bullets? Been a hot minute since I played Akagi. else the best nun? No, the best nun is clearly Momiji mid-nun. Unless it's Lunatic Impact. I like a lot of her other attacks. It's just, like, it kind of gets overshadowed by my hatred of Lunatic Impact, but... Like, I think a lot of her design is really cool. It's just, unfortunately, Lunatic Impact exists. Cinnamon, this is why nobody likes you and everyone likes Fama, okay? Look at the previous 2 chat messages here, and you'll see why, okay? It's not you, it's me, but it's also you. I don't know who the everybody in this category is, but you can figure that out yourself. Ugh. 10 minutes? Dude, I spent like an hour on that spell. Yeah, that spell is literally just Persuasion Needle Propaganda 101. It's unbelievable what Zoom has done to the modern era. Whoops, you made a slip up on the spell. I hope you like it taking 50% longer because you accidentally didn't get a pixel at the fucking first 2 seconds of the spell. Whoops, teehee. Guess what? Go fuck yourself. How do you feel? Oh no. The Hikadia Sims are entering chat. Hello, Scooter. Let me mark this down. Hikadia and Yuka Sims are one and the same. Lunatic Impact is cringe. Be alive again? Yeah, your festivals and or slash concerts finally dying down. Also, it's been a hot second since I last saw you, and you mentioned that when the big box came out, I struggled. It is cooking out, especially today. Like it's been like pretty hot this week, but today has been awful because like it's been hot and humid today. Which this week has mostly been hot, not really humid. Today has been buggy as heck, as Hikadia. But there was the Don Bonku big box you mentioned. I immediately was like, gotta get in this pre-order. Well, some people don't necessarily 100% expect it, but like during the summer up here, we get for the big box. Yeah. It's like during the summer, it peaks super hot up here, like similarly as it does in the south. Maybe not quite as much, but like it still peaks like super hot. It's just then for half the year, it's just freezing snow on the ground. Days like today make me wonder why people like summer. It's like, oh, we can go outside and do things! Yippee! Your felt up to something else, mate? It's incredible what that dew point can do. What the doo-doo point. Yeah. Drop by half. That is always nice. I like being in a basement because it also is significantly cooler down here. But I don't work in a basement, so although you also get the exact opposite during the winter too when it comes down to actual temperature versus what the temperature says. Not as much necessarily with the humidity, but like in the winter, if it's 10 degrees Fahrenheit, I'm American, I'm not European, I'm sorry, guys. If it's 10 degrees out, you get that wind, you got like just a little bit of, it doesn't even have to be that much wind, just a little bit of wind, suddenly your feels like is below zero. It's incredible. Hot and sweaty on the job. Not usually. Today was bad. Because, like I said, it was so muggy out. He doesn't. That is one thing you will learn, Game Culture, is that in the U.S., AC is very common, but it's not a big. AC in Europe is not a big thing. That's one of those things I found that is fascinating. Because I talk to like anyone in the US and they're like, oh yeah, we have AC or something. Or it's like, oh damn, my AC's broke. And it sucks right now.
Ooh.
Yeah, AC can be kind of costly, which is why I like being in a basement, because it's just automatic AC, essentially. Dude, when I get back from work and it's like 90 degrees Fahrenheit and so humid out, and then I go down to my room and it's like 60 something Fahrenheit here, it's beautiful. Maybe have some heat not to chill. Yeah, so it's great in the winter. Ooh. Yeah, you gotta go to the desert if you want to get the real temperature swings from night and day. Unless there's like a cold front moving through and then you get like 90 degrees and then bam! It's like 60. That was a disgusting setup that shoots get thrown in there. Holy moly, yeah. Ooh, I could have had that. Well, Spooter, glad to hear you're back from your concert, so now you can get back to the important work of drawing self-insert OC with Yuka. Oh, you don't like going outside and getting chilled with and just boom, black. You have to double up your layers every time you go outside for 2 seconds. Yes, see, I knew you'd get it. See, I've always said, like, it'd just be great if you could get constant, like, 60 to 70 Fahrenheit. That's like perfect consistency to me. I could dip down to the 50s. I like a lot of I like sweatshirt weather. Let me keep the humidity down, and the bugs away. But yeah, just a little bit of a breeze. Yeah, let's do a stream. Send me your favorite Touhou ships, and I'll rank them on stream. Big fan of Minariko X Yamame. But yeah. Glad you get it. That's the Alice Patchy. That's boring though. Like that's so normie. Like when people are like, "Oh yeah, I like Renko Maribel." I'm like, come on, you gotta get some original content here. I'm a big Marissa Remu, Marissa Apache fan. Come on, get that shit out of here. I'm talking like Yukari Shinki. Come on, where's that, huh? Cold enough to wear jackets, wear a skirt with no leggings or anything. Here's one thing I've learned though, Game Glitcher. I live in a relatively cold region. Okay, I mean like northern of the U.S. Okay, so obviously, one thing I've always found baffling is, or not baffling, but just one thing that you just see is like people from here. If you go down south. Good grief. Cinnamon? I'm so surprised Automod doesn't just let it go through for whatever reason. Maybe because you don't capitalize it. But like, I love when it's 60 degrees Fahrenheit out. And I'll go outside maybe with a sweatshirt, but I can go outside short sleeve shirt and it's fine. And like I see some people from down south that are up here, and they like, or like college students that are not from the area. This is where you especially see it. It's like 60 degrees, and they're like already throwing on a big jacket or something. And that's always baffling to me. Seeing the differences in people, how they can handle things. Oh yeah, I learned last time from Alan that the easy 0 delay timeout is certainly something. Cinnamon, are you familiar with the 0 delay timeout of this? Okay, after I die next, I will I'll pop it up. It's baffling. Yeah, because you can set the delay on this spell, because, like, as the spell progresses, it gets harder. And, like, you can have it, like, automatically go to, like, you know, automatically start the faster speeds. And then Alan taught me that actually the game doesn't cap off at, like, 10 delay. It actually caps... it does cap off at, like, 10 delay, or, like, 5 or something. So, technically, 0 is a little bit faster than it would be otherwise. So, I'm looking at this, at the 0... no delay Mountain of Faith, and I'm like, it's baffling to me what it looks like. Harder than a lunatic, SMH. Because I think 11 mentioned, I was like, oh, you should try it on normal. Someone, or on easy. Someone mentioned that. And so I busted this out, and I was like, okay, because I did it at like its normal delay value. I was like, oh, this shit's easy, and then it just ramped up. I was like, what is going on? What are they doing on easy? Like, without any delay, it's like, oh, it's fine. Oh, look how slow this is. Ah, this is nothing. It just ramps up. And it's just it's surprising amount of stuff. Like, this part's fine, you know, when there's the high delay going on. But as that delay catches up, it's like... Oops. Act like this make it possible, but harder than normal. I mean, you can, like, alter spells. Like, there are people who, like, modify the games. People do make ultra patches for Touhou. I'm not an ultra patch enjoyer, but some people do. Now this is a lot more up my alley. The delay. There are very few attacks in Touhou that like have the delay function though, right? Like, most of the time you end up with something like TDH, where it's just like, oh, it's phases as you get to a certain HP. Like, that's what they start doing in, like, the later games with these. It's like, it's not about time, it's about, like, HP. Oh, you get the low enough HP, they go into the next phase. Sukuna. Okina. Keiki. Big Keiki X Sukuna fan. Big fan of that one. Practice it on Ultra and Lunatic will be easy. That's a good point. phase. Well, like, generally, a lot of these decks do have rage phase. Do they really? Because, like, PDH doesn't have a rage phase, right? I think if you get to its rage, it just goes to phase 4. I might be mistaken, but... I'm not the biggest rage phase enjoyer myself, so I'm not the most knowledgeable on that. Ooh, too much is left. It's my UV's canon according to Scooter. Is that true? KKX Kamada, true. Remember, you can't do any... Remember, the rule of shifts here is that you can't do a normal shift. That's boring. I will not allow shift talk unless it's just the most unhinged. Like, just the most out there random thing. Give me a Sumereko X Parsi. Come on, where's that? Where's the Renosuke? Nah, I'm a big Yukari X Renosuke shipper. Yeah. I like Shion X Tenchi. Get that shit out of here. Come on. Come on, we've all seen that for the 100th time. But what about Shion X Kyoko? You ever see that one? Don't think so. Check my atheists. Shion X not being poor is my favorite. Okay, now you had to make it weird, Game Glitcher. I see how it is. Okay. We could have had a normal discussion about shifts, which can never actually exist. And then you had to go make it weird. Yeah, I remember when I was doing playing SA, and I was doing what's the weird ship of the run? Guys, I have very tragic news right now. I have to go pee. Okay, I gotta go be right back. Yeah, that was a good bathroom break. Hope no one peed on my keyboard while I was gone. Just make him fail the Nuzlocke. I don't think you have to do anything to help with that, besides spreading misinformation. Guys, Alfonso, Mayra totally sweeps this fight. You don't even have to calc it. 100% she sweeps this fight. Ooh, too much of that. The optional. I think they get you killed. I mean, I intend to do a lot of the major optional fights, right? Like, I don't really care for miscellaneous, like, unnamed trainer with, like, 2 puppets, but, like, Kalanico, you know, the question marks. I'd like to. I just don't know how realistic some of them were. But it'll be fine, surely it'll be fine. If I ever force myself to do a lot of the hard fights and end up losing resources and bleeding out because of it, because otherwise it'd be like, oh, I beat Miko, and then we got healing. Oh my gosh, runs free. It's so easy, dude. Playing in easy mode, basically. Hey, where's Labby Try at yet? Any minute now. Sure, right? You ever realize how long this spell is?
Oh, yeah, but you.
Good Flutter isn't optional, I don't think. Well, even if it was optional, which I thought it was, but I don't actually know for sure. I was still intending on doing it. Like, I've expressed that it might be one of the hardest fights in the run, but... You know what Puppet Dance needs to add in? They need to add in a double battle. They need to add in, like, the ability to do double battles. Yeah, I didn't, what I more meant was, I didn't know if it was necessary in the post-game to progress. I know a lot of fights in the post-game, but I don't know, like, what is necessary versus what just exists. Me and my way to white to a spinner. Like your face. Not the first time you do that. multi-verse fights. With objective truth. I mean, one of the things about fights is a lot of it is kind of encounter-dependent, so there's some where you got, like, what's, like, broadly the hardest, right? Also, I'll mention when I get to it later, when I actually start playing Puppet Dance Laser. Later, but I'm removing the Rumia level cap for now. This theme is nice. It is a very nice theme. Alan? 2 questions. First of all, have you ever done, Sanai Final Top Cap? Because Cinnamon mentioned to me to do it earlier. I like, gave it, like, a couple practice tries, and I was like, huh, that's fascinating. Remember. Okay, second of all, I have learned diabolical strats for Hina Final, and it's terrible. It's the worst thing I've ever come across in my entire life. Well, I already died once, so I might as well go try to pull it off. What might it be? It's just microing the beginning waves. Simply to flex. I got the timeout very quickly into my practice earlier, but like literally on like my last timeout, I was like, I wonder if I could do this. I wonder if I can micro these waves. And then I microed the first one, I was like, oh no. And I spent like 10 minutes on it. Just microing the first like 2 waves. I'll show you when I died them right here and restart the run. It's very possible, and the window isn't that terrible. It's bad, but it's not that bad. And now I've become addicted to it. Because, like, what's the point of playing if you don't have any, you don't have any cool guy strats? I shouldn't have gone over here. Perfectly fine. Boom. See? It's just fucking that easy. It's just that fucking easy. I died to that plenty in practice so much. Thanks, you ate it? Yeah. That's good, obviously. Like I said earlier, I timed it out again, 7 days in a row if you count the day I didn't play Touhou yesterday. 7 days of playing Touhou in a row with the timeout, and then we learned that. It's like the rest of the attack is free. Running your bitch? Oh, I'll do it. You know I will at some point, and it's gonna kill me many times. I was saying earlier, I cannot wait to have the one miss. Where the only miss is to that. And it'll be peak. Oh, I didn't need to pick up that faith quick enough. I was saying earlier, it's like, what's the point of getting an LNN, right? Like, come on. People have a boring LNN in this game. It's like everyone with one. You know how many people have one doing cool guy strats like that? Now that's not what you see every day. Oh, I'm gonna do an LNN with with the Divine Virtues timeout. Come on, everyone's thought about that one. Act a human. Any hydro camouflage enjoyers? I love the double bullet. I love the double bullet. Okay, that's pretty good for you. Let's see here. Simon, you're not real. Simon, you like Lunatic Impact. You think I value your opinion on good attacks? We all know that Cat's Walk and Okina Spring Finals are the true good attacks in Touhou. Come on. I'd like to reiterate for any of my gameplay today, I am on 6 hours of sleep, but a ton of caffeine, some caffeine right now, so like any and all of my skill, I'm going to blame on my caffeine, or have the caffeine take credit for it. If I die, it's entirely my sleepiness. It's also like entirely my fault that I didn't get to bed till late, because I was hanging out with buddies till late, but you know. No, I wouldn't call myself addicted. I do not drink energy drinks on the regular. Like once or twice a week, at most. But I had some left over I got from samples from work, because that was not the right way to do that, but we did it. I like having a 1-miss that's only to Hina mid-spell. Well, I got some samples from work of some newer energy drink, and I was like, you know, I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. Maybe I'll rip it. Maybe I'll ship it and rip it. Well, to be fair, it's not necessarily like a super new, but like there's a recent push in the area for it. Then like the sales representatives for the brand were up recently, and there are a couple cases put to the side for like the salesman stuff for selling samples, or like for giving out samples and stuff. And there was some left over at the warehouse, and sales manager said, "You want some?" I was like, "Sure, I'll take a couple home." It's solid. Solid. Not top tier by any means, but they weren't bad. Ah, yes, the problem child of Momiji. Everyone's favorite boss in Touhou. Woo! Dude, Momiji's so easy, dude. And I didn't even mention the brand name. Hashtag not sponsored. Speaking of brand deals and energy drinks, because at work, I'm going to rant for like a second here. But for a long time, we used to carry Red Bull. And, well, we were the Red Bull distributor in the area. We had a individual contract with them, and we were the ones in the area. But there was a problem with that, because Red Bull's contract would not allow us to sell other energy drinks. So there are a lot of energy drinks that we would have gotten offered the contract to, but we couldn't, because we were contractually obligated to not carry any other energy drinks that were Red Bull. Eventually, inevitably, this was about 2 years ago, Red Bull came through and said, hey, we're taking Red Bull and distributing it ourselves. So then, suddenly it was up, and it was like, hey, we can carry other energy drinks. So then we got access to the likes of, like, C4 and Ghost, which are our biggest ones that we sell, but... I guess it's sort of an energy drink, because it's, like, really high caffeine coffee content. We also sell, like, some canned Black Rifle. And there's a lot of other, like, niche brands we sell, not necessarily big ones. Oh, disgusting line. Why would you do that to me? Have you no sympathy? Have you no shame? Shame is literally in your name, Shame Maru. I did not mean to bait you to the right. Oh, last second pain. Oh, that was such a bad line to hit. Well, I want to go jump off a cliff now. In Minecraft. Keep inventory on. No, I was always a Minecraft, like, I lose items. Terraria, I play with keep inventory on. Like, I'm not playing where I'm losing my items on death in Terraria. That's not a good idea. Minecraft, yeah, if I die, I'm losing it. It's over. I'll do that. Fuck my redacted. Hello, Buggo. Oops, I didn't do the right thing. It's fine, Cope. See, it's fine. All this faith. But who cares anymore? I've died too many times. Disgusting, Sanai. Holy moly. Okay, that second one was completely on me. The first one was just disgusting on her part. I needed to dash more, I guess. But the second one was on me. Where my top capper's at? Not here. Any other Sanai top fans? Okay, Sanai top. Very piss and shit. Absolute. It's fine. Okay, that was not pleasant. You don't have to apologize for it. It makes it... Ooh. I have to fish that one. It makes it look disingenuous when you apologize for it. Like, you might as well just accept it, right? Like she'd want it too. Like she'd want you to accept it. She's like what? You're gonna just have that and then just deny it? In DDS, yeah, having a good time with the Tomikos? Who up divining the crop? Oh my gosh, any Tauruses in chat? Hehehe. You don't play the games. Wow, second. I didn't kiss her! No! It might be possible still. I got it. I got the kiss. I went back. I went back for it. Don't say I'm not a man of commitment. Okay, to the right. That's how you do this attack. Submit, you're talking to the wrong dude. This is the guy that wants the SMT most brutal, like, gameplay you can get. with Domikos. Get double spoiler. Come on, I was like the least panicky micro, and I missed that one. Whatever, we take those. Run's a run. Hey, first run with cool guy strats too. Boom. Bad game, good run. Cinnamon, what's a good game? If this is a bad game, what's a good game? Sponsored trip to prayer, so true. I know I just did like 30 minutes ago, but I gotta pee again. I'll be right back. MD. Heck, did we get the LNN? Yeah, we definitely got the LNN. That's why I'm doing another run. Gotta get the back-to-back. Not Persona X. What? You don't want? You're just... I am good. No, you don't understand. Every game needs to be a fucking gacha. You don't understand. We need more live service and gacha games on the market, clearly. Atlas do literally anything that isn't make Persona 6 possible challenge. Like, I thought at first it was just like, oh, they're trying to make Persona 5 last forever. But then it's like, we will remake everything possible before we do Persona 6. Shit nuts. The hell's the I mean, here's the thing. I like Persona 5. And, like, the Royal Editions were great. I love that. Like, the whole... Like, I thought 5 was great, and then all the extra content was just icing on the cake. Would you kiss Hina if you could? You know what? If she consented to it, yeah, I would. I'll be that guy. Anyway, like, I like it. And, like, I played Strikers, and I liked it. But, like... Why would she not? Well, you know, if there's no consent beforehand or anything, I'm not going to take advantage of, you know, Hina that's been drinking too much. Like, I'm not that type of guy. Okay? Okay, what's wrong with being a little, with having clarification, huh? Someone should make a shitty Touhou gacha. Oh, wait. What if questions? Depends on what it is. I hate would you rathers. Especially when the people designing the would you rather question just do it in the dumbest way possible. That shit could be much worse. That is true. It could be worse. But it could be better than what it actually is. Roblox has many Togat. You said the word Roblox, my guy. I thought we were talking about gotchas, not grooming minors. I do compare it to people who draw. Yeah, let's just get our, bimboed clown piece and our lolly Junko. Yeah, let's just get on that. Komachi. Yeah, let's get the biggest tits possible on screen. Let's just get this right in there. My face when someone announces a game, it's just another fucking gacha. You could stop fighting. I remember shortly after Lost World came out, I was like, oh! Because this was back before I, like, swore off ever playing gachas again. And I got the game, I went through, like, the tutorial, I got to the main menu, and then I uninstalled the game. Like, I stopped playing, and then, like, a week later, I uninstalled. I did not. I will never. I have friends who do, and I do not get me started on Uma Musume. Block your tail pains. Oh, what? Yeah, but the difference is I actually, like, respect Undertale as a game, even if I don't particularly care for it myself. Not taking the same bucket. Don't get me started on Project Moon again. I'm gonna do it again. You know what? You mentioned it. I gotta do it. I love when you make a pretty good game in Lobotomy Corp, and then you make, like, the greatest game ever fucking made in Library of Runa. And then what do? Guys, how we follow up on the fucking greatest game of all time. Let's make it a gacha, guys. Now let's go. I'm a genius. I'll never forgive the Koreans for what they did to Library of Ruina. It's really just fan content. Well, this is why you don't engage with the fandoms, relatively speaking. And here's the thing. Like, every fandom's very susceptible to this. It's just, a big problem is the ones that hit, like, mainstream popularity, like Undertale, which exploded. FNAF, right? That's a similar category, where it's just, like, it exploded in popularity, became the hip thing. Project Moon is the Korean studio that made Lobotomy Corp, Library Corp, and then the gacha game of Limbus Company. I say Library Corp, Library of Ruina. It's a real shame when game designers realize, hey, the most profitable way to make games... I didn't do the cool guy strat. I wasn't even thinking about it. I am a disgrace to myself. It would probably be a fun gauge for Rue. Before we go, it's over. Sorry, guys, I'm gonna... But, like, the DLC era and, like, the gacha era and, like, microtransaction era has just been disastrous for game companies realizing the best ways to make money is the most just predatory scum tactics possible. I mean, it's true in that it makes money. But, like... Guys, instead of making a complete good game, why don't we make a partial game and then finish it more? I think you're talking about the wrong person. I'm pretty sure he's not Blue Bus. I don't know what he is, but I'm pretty sure he's not Blue Bus. Like... Come on. Act a human. This is why I always say you gotta gatekeep the fans that actually, like, care about the game rather than whatever the modern, you know, hip, rather than the fans that care about it. I hate the double bullet. I'm like, oh, here's the safe line, and it's just piss and balls in my mouth. Not in an enjoyable way. That's a good one, Simon. That's a funny joke. Clanpy's butt. So you guys, look at this. I was having a good day, and then gotchas got brought up, and now I'm having a bad day. Is a lie. I'm having a pretty good day. You know what the best part is? I'm the one who brought up the gotcha. Was I the one who brought up Lost Word in the first place? That's my fault, but it's not gonna be. What makes me happy? I'd have to, I have to censor myself if I kept going in that conversation. Yes. I mean, here's the thing. I used to play gacha games a lot. I wouldn't say a lot, but a bit. I definitely wouldn't call myself rich, but I definitely wouldn't call myself poor. Suku Suku Ron. What does that mean? You said the word Ron and I got excited, but like... We take 1 miss past stage 3. Zune on his way to make his greatest stage themes for his most miserable stages. How does he do it? Dog just start barking. Quiet down, Momiji. That was the sound Momiji makes every time I beat her with a stick. Guys, I do not condone animal abuse. I am a big fan of dogs. I would never abuse a dog or a cat. Even if in games like this it makes me want to at times. I'm not a Linity. I'm not gonna throw a cat on the stream. I don't have a cat. I was about to say my cat, and I don't have one. So I had to correct it to say a cat. Wow, what a nice pace into Aya. I sure hope nothing goes wrong. Clueless. Got to grade some items. Oh, I should. Yeah, maybe I should reset. Everything is fine. You and I'm a great. Woo! Yay! Soccer OJ plushies. What is this link to? Whatever Suku Ran is. Oh my goodness gracious. Oh my goodness gracious. I was not expecting that. Oh, yeah, there's the Chuno. And immediately it's Lost Word Ron are right next to it. Oh my goodness. But look at this. This is... Wish I could take it, like, copy image. Wish I could just click right click. I can if I do this. Hold up, hold up. Okay, make sure I don't accidentally put porn on here. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Hear you. I'll hear you. I'm hearing you out right now, Cinnamon. What do you got to say? Huh? Is there anything you want to say? What am I hearing out? He's on screen. Okay, hold. Okay, hold. Okay. Hold up. Yeah, you can go like right here. Don't block the FPS counter. Somebody accuse me of cheating. Where's my? Has my freaking keyboard inputs been off the entire stream? Son of a bitch! You get it for this stream. I'm not keeping it on for like future streams. You can have it for this one. I guess I'll take a 2 miss past stage 4. That's still, honestly, kind of like the expected pace. The expected really good pace at this point. Listen, I'm not the biggest fan of having excess things on screen. I'm a big fan of like the game and nothing else. But you can have it this once. I did just say last stage that, like, Zune gives his greatest stage themes to his, like, most miserable stages, but personally I do prefer this stage theme, and this stage is not particularly miserable, so it's partly a lie. You have to go to church and repent for him. Okay, remember the strat here. I let him get way too low. I should not go that far to the side. Noted. Get another. Oh, we gotta go up. We got gray. No, damn it, I didn't gray anything there. For the blues for aura. I've done it accidentally before. Or I think like one time I had to do it and I just kind of did it in the moment at once. And it worked, but... Unfortunately, the thing is, I can aura farm on stage 2. Because that's fine, because it's stage 2. Aura farming on good... You squish Suako's cheeks. The top ones. Sure. Aura farming later in the run, especially on good runs, is a lot more to ask for. What am I doing? Dude, that Sanai top has me thrown for a loop right now. Ooh, nice entrapment potential there, Moses. I actually enjoy the fact that Moses has the entrapment, even if it does kill me at times, because it makes it a really interesting spell to try to read. The entrapment, yeah. Okay. Dude, look at that Ron. Look how beautiful that Ron is. Ron haters in shambles right now. I'm a little bit too much to the left for my taste. Should we just play slow here? It shouldn't really matter. She's popular. Yeah, but a lot of people do dislike her, partly because she's popular. Looking at you, Game Glitcher. Oh, this character's popular. I hate them. It makes me so mad people like insert character instead of other insert character. Fucking piss and butt. Said you hate her? Nah, not specifically. Yes. Tsukasa. Well, the Tsukasa thing is, should I bring up the 10 Desires meme? Things you do for our USD characters. I don't believe you. Because you will in a heartbeat take any moment to start complaining about something. Doing like crazy. Listen, people want the vile creature. They want the sex fox, clearly. Divining Crop? Yeah, you don't have to start as sussy as that game. It's never been more catastrophically Jover than it is right now. This is why you don't bait her to the left first, guys. Listen and learn. 6 actually? No, not a chance. Oh! I guess Geminis and Tauruses are just not compatible. Kiss her! Huh. That's an English. I baited her to the left and I completely fucked up my, my lines. I haven't done that much recently, but, you know, occasionally we'll mess that up. Source of range, source of poop. These throwing purpose, yep. Throwing for content. You know, what good is it if I win so early, right? Besides the fact that it'd be hype, you know? If I ever die, it's either I'm throwing on purpose or I'm just unlucky. Yes, I could kill it right now. What fun is that? I'm not getting the cap, so... What am I getting, a 7 miss? Ooh, shoddy. Okay, let's just kill it from there. You just call me bro? What are you, a furry? Okay, we take those. 2 solid runs and a, and a new strat. I wasn't planning on looking it up. Okay, hold on. Before we leave, I'm gonna say, you know, it's a good spot to end it for the day. It's been almost 2 hours. You don't have to, like... Why? What is? Why? Why do we have to bring this up? I started. I did not bring up diapers. Okay, I'm not a furry fan, but, like, I can acknowledge that there are normal furry things that don't involve diapers. Okay, we're moving to some puppet.